Hello, everyone, and welcome to Eyes of Faith with Michael Roy. I want to take just a couple of minutes here to share some groundbreaking news. The Supreme Court, of course, has turned in decision after decision, and there's a decision handed down today that should help Black America jump for joy, sing for joy. Not only Black America, but all of America, especially every Christian in this country. We seem to be achieving victory after victory. The Supreme Court has come down with a big decision, and I want to share that with you. I'm going to take just a minute here to pull up a video here just to show a second.
The Supreme Court has ruled South Carolina has the power to block Medicaid funding for Planned Parenthood clinics. The 6-3 decision allows states to ban the organization from getting Medicaid reimbursements for cancer screenings and other care not related to abortion. Planned Parenthood says this could lead some states to effectively defund the organization. Let's bring in senior Washington reporter Devin Dwyer and Hofstra Law professor James Sample for more. Devin, what's the immediate impact of this decision?
A significant setback, Diane, for Planned Parenthood, which draws more than a third of its funding nationwide from government contracts, including reimbursements from Medicaid. This was a case that dates back to 2018 when the state of South Carolina excluded Planned Parenthood from their program. A patient, a beneficiary in South Carolina, sued the state saying she has a right to see any provider under the federal Medicare law that is qualified. Planned Parenthood is qualified, and therefore she wanted to challenge that. But the Supreme Court today, in this decision 6-3, written by Justice Neil Gorsuch, really breaking along ideological lines, the court said no, individuals don't have the right to sue over how states and the federal government manage Medicaid, and that in effect will let this decision by South Carolina to stand. And other states are looking at doing similar things, removing their funding from these clinics out of an animus towards the clinic's provision of abortion services in some places, and that is a big setback, not only for
Wow, now you're talking about a big victory. This is a big victory for, I would say, the Black community, because the Black community has been used by Planned Parenthood and the left-wing liberals to, of course, use our community as a haven for propagating their wickedness, their evil. This is a plus for us. Listen, Trump keeps bringing victory after victory. We keep winning. Thank God for Donald Trump. Listen here. Planned Parenthood is evil. You talking about genocide, Israel's committing genocide against the Palestinians. These left-wing liberals have been committing genocide against Black America for the last 60 years. So we need to stand up and cheer. We as Christians, all believers, all Americans should be happy that Planned Parenthood is now being defunded. Hopefully this will go on all over the nation, and that, listen, again, look at these victories. Thank God for Donald Trump, what he's doing. Let's continue.
For the clinics, but for low-income families that go to these clinics for non-abortion care.
James, South Carolina's attorney says this decision allows states like South Carolina to shepherd limited resources in the way that best suits their constituents. The dissenting justices say this thwarts the will of lawmakers and violates a civil rights law. What's your take on how the justices reached this decision?
Well, I think, as Devin said, this is a significant loss for individual women in South Carolina and potentially soon in other states who lack the resources to be able to make the...
You know, that's such a bunch of garbage. They always trying to pretend, oh, the people don't have the resources. They don't know what they're going to do. Most of these people work. Most of these people have urgent care hospitals, county hospitals that help them. These people are evil. They just want to keep killing babies. That is over. Prayerfully, each state will take this decision and defund Planned Parenthood. Let's continue.
The same choices they make if they had the resources. So Planned Parenthood is known for abortion, but federal law already prohibits the use of federal funds for abortion. There's a provision called the Hyde Amendment. But Planned Parenthood also provides numerous healthcare procedures like cancer screenings, for example, that all sorts of women need and that are non-controversial. This is part of an effort to defund Planned Parenthood overall, and it occurs against the drop of the ongoing budget negotiations.
Man, these people are such liars. They ain't going there for no health care screenings. They're not going there for cancer screenings. They're not going there for anything but to kill babies. The Hyde Amendment is a farce. Everybody knows it. That's the reason these states are going to shut Planned Parenthood down one by one. When black Americans make up only 10 to 15% of the population, but account for over half of the abortions, that tells you what's going on. Black genocide. Black genocide is coming to an end because Planned Parenthood is coming to an end. Hey, breaking news. Planned Parenthood is about to meet its demise. Hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Either way, like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Have a blessed day.